show respect, step back, no need for space invasion. Stop saying your room number at the day's end. Let the girl dance, that's really all she came for. $1 million dress probably came from the thrift store. Even though she seems to be exactly what you wish for, she's never coming in on your transistor. Don't matter if you're rich or piss poor, she's out of your league and in a different sport. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No sleeping allowed though, you just get a glance. Don't try to swing game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch her soul blow from a distance, but give her some bass on, let the girl dance.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Silvis.
And I'm Tony Mollick.
Welcome to the Season 2 finale of SLOTRODS.
2 seasons.
Yep, 2 seasons, buddy. And this one was longer than the first.
Well, buddy, it's been a hell of a lot of fun, and it's been great having you to do it with.
You know it, brother. I can't wait to get to Season 3.
We're going for wide. Keep it moving.
No, hold on, brother. Don't go too far. We don't want to get demonetized by The Who. Here in our season-ending episode, we're going to show you the conclusion of the 724 versus the Mini Street Outlaws.
The score is currently 9-4 in favor of the home team, and the quest for the first one to Sweet 16 is underway.
5 wins is definitely not enough. The gang better not take their foot off the gas pedal.
We left off on the 4th race of round 2, Zip Tie versus the Lambo.
In the last episode, Zip Tie had his first race of the series, and half spun a gear just a little off the starting line. I hope they get that straightened out.
Boys ready.
Looks like Zip Tie was out to prove a point.
Yeah, he had me from the get-go. Dragged my ass the rest of the way down the track, too. I need new tires.
Time to hit Slot Cart Corner and get some of those Paul Gage tires.
Oh, for God's sake, somebody please sponsor this man.
Please. Up next, the Battle of the Race Masters. The leader of the 405, Chief, and the leader of the 724, Keith. Currently, the score is 9-5 in favor of the 724.
Ready.
Oh, Chief got the cannonball off the line by a half car.
Keith was reeling him back in by the time they got to camera 2.
Looks like the Crow got him by a bumper. That's what a drag race is supposed to look like.
Hell yeah.
The score is now 9-6. And that narrow lead is getting narrower and narrower.
Up next, we have Prince versus Dominator, the rematch.
I'm ready.
Boy, brother, that sure is 2 sexy looking cars.
Rolling.
That's 2 fast cars.
Yeah, Dom drew poorly. That's not the car to draw.
He managed to draw that Stingray twice now. I mean, that Dominator car is fast, please believe.
Yeah, that Stingray is brutal. The 724 tries to extend their lead, and that brings the score to 10-6.
And that record wouldn't even get you to the playoffs.
Well, fortunately for SLOTRODS, we only need 1 more than they have.
That is true. Next up, Valentine versus the 57.
Rolling.
Oh, Valentine stole the hit.
And that was all she wrote.
That race was all Kelly all the way. And that makes it 11 wins for the home team.
Next up's Beelzebub versus Old Heavy. Well, hold on to your socks.
If Kelly could keep all 4 tires on the road, she should have this one. Ooh, Old Heavy stole the hit.
Wasn't enough to outrun the bug from hell, though.
That brings the score up 12 for the 724, and 6 for Team Outlaw.
Next is the GetX versus the Tomcat, the rematch. Keith jumped her last time, if you'll remember.
And this time, GetX gets the win.
GetX by a car. The score is 13-6.
Here's a matchup I've been waiting to see. JJ in the Hummingbird versus Tony in his 1976 Corvette called the Batmobile. Tony stole the hit. JJ just couldn't reel him back in.
.724 only needs 2 more wins to take it all, and both teams are bringing out their heavy hitters to start the next round off.
First up, we got Chief in his GTO versus Tony in his 1951 Chevrolet.
That was a perfect start. We both waited for the light. Let's get to the finish line camera.
Chief gets one for the Outlaws by half a car. The score is now 14-7, and the Outlaws are hanging on. We got Trisha Wayne in Zip Tie versus Tony in the Batmobile.
Score's ready. Score's ready.
It's like she saved a special ass whooping just for me for what I did to her husband in the Hummingbird.
That brings the score up to 14-8. The Outlaws are starting to rally, but they better hurry up. Here comes Keith in the Cannonball.
Score's rolling.
JJ stole the hit from Keith Bean, and that never happened.
Keith managed to come around him on the big end. You can see from this view at about the halfway point, right around the 300-foot mark. Keith came around that Hummingbird like he was tied to a stump.
The score is 15-8. And those Street Outlaws are out of mistakes.
Up next, we got the Murder Nova versus my Lambo.
Score's rolling.
You definitely need new tires, brother. That Nova left you in the dust.
Rolling. Score's rolling.
And the Outlaws continue to keep it interesting, bringing the score up to 15-9.
Up next, we have the Queen of the Streets in Kaiser versus the reigning Queen of the Slots, Kelly, in Beelzebub.
Oh no, not Beelzebub.
Carolina's rolling.
Score's rolling.
Kelly stole the hit.
But she couldn't go A to B. Looks like that bug left the track about the 300-foot mark.
Looks like Precious was reeling her back in anyhow, but she went off the track before the finish line, which means technically she didn't cross the finish line.
And that narrows the lead to 15-10.
Next, we have the Tomcat versus Hemi Thunder. Now, the Tomcat has 1 win and 1 loss, and Keith already has 1 jump when he was driving against her in the GetX.
Four's rolling.
Looks like Tomcat got the jump, but he took her by half a car length.
And that's all she wrote. The fat lady is singing and the races have all been tallied, and I feel like this is the perfect ending for Season 2.
Well, Tony, what do we got to look forward to in Season 3?
First of all, SLOTRODS is going to have a new home in our own space, which is going to allow us to do several things we never got to do before. And it's also going to allow us to do several firsts in the SLOTROD universe.
Like what, pray tell?
Like, for instance, we're going to be running our first ever 4-lane 1/8 mile races.
Let me get this straight. You're going to be running 4 slot rods side by side at the same time?
Yup.
Oh, sure. What could go wrong?
We're also going to give the viewers a look at the races from inside a slot rod.
You mean?
Yup. We're going to take the viewers on a 2 1/2 second ride from the driver's perspective at well over 200 miles per hour at scale.
You got anything else?
Actually, there is. For the very first time in hard body, no prep slot rod drag racing, we're going to race a 1/4 mile under power.
To which I will state again, what could go wrong?
Exactly.
And let's not forget our 2nd annual Jump the Gorge race got rained out, so we're going to do a makeup race for that yet?
That's right. And we have some great ideas for some more theme races, such as a 3-team race between the big 3, Ford, GM, and Chrysler.
Oh, that one should create some arguments.
I'm sure to get some discussion in the comments.
So, folks, we're going to take a short sabbatical to recharge our collective batteries and to set up our new slot rod raceway. So, on behalf of the whole 724, it's been our honor to entertain you. Please consider liking, subscribing, and hit that bell on your way out.
So until then, I'm Tony Mollick,
And I'm Randy Silvis.
and you've been watching
SLOTRODS.
Let the girl dance, don't interrupt. Nothing less than Patron in her cup. Gawkers all around, stalkers in the background. A portrait of some sad clowns that lost love. It's simpler than Simon, cause she ain't trying to find no bush. She don't need no kind of drugs, she's shining like a diamond does. With some friends after work to blow some steam off. Using fake names the whole time to throw your team off. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. No creeping allowed though, you just get a glance. Don't try to game, yo, just let the girl dance. The answer is no, you ain't got a chance. She's out of your league, just let the girl dance. You can watch her soul glow from a distance, but give her some space, son, let the girl dance. Every move she make is a mystery that can instantly change the course of history. Or is it just me? She dances sexy without getting naked. It's working, looks good when she wakes up, perfect without working. Other girls can't.